Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's the Luke and Shay Luke and Shay Place. This is another banging reaction video we decided to do. We're doing this morning. We hope everybody's blessed this morning. Everybody doing good. Everybody in the right mind, right spirit. Um, share, and subscribe if you like this content. Good morning, Shay. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Luke. I'm good. I'm good. Just getting my mindset ready to head into work. I'm in the parking lot and I figured, you know what? Why not? Let's put something out here for these viewers. Yep,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
good this morning. I'm blessed.
we stumbled across some interesting things yesterday, and I thought it would be nice to share. So,
Well,
we're
let's
gonna go
tell
ahead
our
and
viewers let's tell them what to do before we begin though.
go ahead. You got the floor.
Before we begin, please like, share, and subscribe. It's absolutely free. Like, because it puts us in the algorithm to get our content out there so other viewers can see us. Share with your family and friends, or anybody that you think, just share it, please, because we want to grow our platform. And subscribe. It's 100% free. And when you subscribe, also hit the notification so you can get alerts for when we're going live and when we're posting any content. All right, let's
Well,
get started.
okay. Well, I stumbled on. I didn't watch it, but I stumbled on it. I seen it, and I thought it would be an um, interesting reaction video because the title just caught my attention. So I definitely
Okay.
wanted to definitely hit it up and see what it was about. So we're gonna go ahead. With no further ado, we're gonna go ahead and start this right now.
This is for the white men. There has been a lot of girls in my DMs letting me know that they love y'all real bad, but they don't understand why white men don't come up and spark conversation or why y'all don't approach us.
A lot of them don't like black women. They might be sexually attracted to black women, but they don't like them.
In 2025, the era of Trump, racial tensions are definitely high. We saw how racially divided the nation was, and with the majority of Black men and Black women having a political alliance, in spite of the online gender war, we saw a level of solidarity that was unmatched. 92% of Black women who voted for Kamala Harris. On the flip side, white men were the most likely to vote for Donald Trump, which ultimately landed in his political victory. Trump's political win had a lot of Black women feeling sad, hopeless, overwhelmed, and depressed. Others also felt betrayed by white women whom they believed they shared a feminist sisterhood with. But in spite
Ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what he said in the beginning here when they were saying that the black woman was asking for the white men to talk to them, to not just stare at them, but to talk to them, and then you proceed that with the white guy saying, "We're sexually attracted to you, but we don't actually like you or want you." See, it's that mindset right there that is overwhelmingly different, and that's a big pill to swallow when the person says these things, and it's coming from a person of a Caucasian person or a white person saying it. I just thought
That
that was
doesn't,
profound.
yeah, it doesn't strike me as odd. Well, for the simple fact, you see a lot of it today. I'm seeing it more today than I did years ago. I'm seeing a lot of black women marrying white men. Unless maybe it's because when we put our platform, we have we have different platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I've never had a TikTok until we started this platform, to get our, viewers up. But I'm seeing a lot of posts on TikTok because I scroll through, just to get people, on our page. I scroll through and I see a lot of black women on there that are married to white men. I haven't seen that over the years. I think it's growing because you usually see white women and black men, but you're seeing now the numbers increase. But I do agree with they said in the beginning about, white men not really being attracted, being just like a sexual thing with the black women. I can see that, because if you think about it, for years, they were used to that years ago with our ancestors. So the black women have always been their, pillow warmers. So, that's what they use us for. So they're used to that mindset of black women being good for that, sadly. And I don't know if some of them have gotten away from that mindset.
Despite a good political loss, one hope that hasn't subsided is the desire to date and marry white men. But I want to break down the very real reality of what it may mean to date in 2025 today outside of your race. There are obviously those who, despite a political, ethnic, or racial differences, are able to find genuine love and happiness. But just because it's 2025 does not mean we are in a post-racial and post-racist society.
Posted a video last night calling out some racist bullshit directed at my wife, and I see it all the time. Comments that are sexist or racist or both. A lot of my videos are just, it's silly, right? We're having fun. We're making fun of my dancing. But it's also me showing how much I love my family and how much I love my marriage. And a lot of people, even in the year of our Lord 2023, have a problem with interracial marriages. And it is flabbergasting to me. I just don't understand it.
The following videos from a Black woman and a white male content creator show just how real racial tensions are today, and sadly, how unprepared Black women are for this reality.
All right, don't worry about my hair. I'm gonna take it down and wash it. I'm getting it done tomorrow morning. But anyway, this is for the white men.
So I'm just gonna let this be known. I do not hate pink people.
There has been a lot of girls in my DMs letting me know that they love y'all real bad, but they don't understand why white men don't come up and spark conversation, or why y'all don't approach us.
I just dislike shit that pink people do. Like that whole thing with, the pink dudes, telling me, oh yeah, I like, black women too.
This is very true. White men, y'all don't. Y'all just stare. And I could tell y'all curious, or maybe y'all scared, or like
I think they're curious. They already know.
The whole time, a lot of them don't like black women.
But I just like staring at women of different races. And there's a lot of different races in my inbox saying the exact same thing. They're telling me, they want to talk to a white man. They are interested.
They might be sexually attracted to black women, but they don't like them. There's a difference, okay?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, and that's what a fetish is right there. Like,
but y'all do not approach, which
That's crazy.
y'all don't. I go through the same thing. Y'all just stare and stare and stare.
For real, like you are sexually attracted to a person, but you really ain't trying to have a relationship with them. You just want to try something. Or you want to rebel against your family because they dislike black people. So that kind of turns you on. It's like when somebody tells you no.
And I wonder what it is.
That's crazy right there.
Like staring at someone, for one, it's awkward. So
and you like, you want to do it. Like, mother ain't gonna tell me no. Like, I'm gonna go do this. You feel me? So that's the type of shit that I dislike.
If y'all interested in a girl or whatever,
He said I'm
go up to them. Because
I'm not saying that I'm the only genuine pink dude out here that appreciates black women, but I just feel like a lot of pink men
he called himself a
not
pink dude,
really
because I'm
appreciate
like, he's
black
calling
women.
all these people,
And I'm not for that. I'm not feeling that. And
as a man, you have to be confident. You have to be, a leader. We want you to like roll up on us and, be nice, be gentle, be confident, and make a joke.
I'm not gonna get no motherfucking. I'm not gonna get no motherfuckers no tips on how to motherfucking pull a black woman and motherfucking implement the black woman.
Well, see,
like,
I hope he doesn't think that makes him more
we love
black
y'all.
by
Come
using
get us,
that
please.
Because it
Sorry,
doesn't.
that's what I mean. They ops. You feel me? Them real live ops for real.
You said what now, sir?
I said, he's dropping MF this, MF that. I hope he doesn't, he's saying, oh, I'm the only pink dude. I'm not saying I'm the only pink dude out here liking black women, but then he's dropping all this cursing. Like, I don't know if he thinks because he's talking like that, that makes him closer to black people, because it doesn't. It doesn't.
But he's talking in the lingo of what black people do talk in. Young black men talk in that lingo
And
they're
that's
not in.
and that's to
They're
me,
actually.
just all that's allocating to me is ignorance. You can talk like a person. You don't have to say MF this, MF
Yeah.
that. That doesn't make me
See,
attracted to
that's
you.
why I was trying to explain. He wasn't trying to attract. His goal is not to attract himself to you. What he's saying is he's speaking real. Like he know, like
Okay.
this is where he
Yeah.
come from. You
Hmm.
can't show, like I said, that's what this is. It's a reaction video.
It
He's
is a
saying
reaction
that.
video. So yeah, it's a reaction video. So I'm reacting to his comment. But go ahead. I'm
Because
reacting
I'm
to
about
it.
uplifting black women. I'm about appreciating black women. I'm not just about trying to get in, black women pants and shit. That's just not me. Okay.
Is at the end of the video.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I definitely, I ain't saying, like, again, I am sexually attracted to black women, but that's not my goal for real, for real. But yeah, I just thought I had to, elaborate on that for real. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day already.
One thing I've noticed about Black women who are very interested in swirling is the ignorance around the racial tensions and the racist reality that exists today. I think because some Black people are so enamored by the symbolism and tokenism that happens in America, they can have the illusion of inclusion, particularly Black women, and feel that because of some of these tokens that we may see in positions of power, that means society is by and large post-racist. All it takes.
Mm, that's
See, now that
interesting.
was what you thought about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's interesting. It is. It's
No,
definitely
what you
yeah. It's a I
no,
mean,
she was
it
saying.
makes you think about that. I mean, even though, I'm seeing that coming up on an uprise more and more, but to each his own. I with that, I've been there, done that, like I said, and when he said something like, sometimes people are doing it to spite their parents who don't agree with it and stuff, it makes you think like, wow, I wonder if that's what that was with me, because it seemed like it, but that's something. It's
She
not
was
saying that
saying the
everybody's
token.
doing that, but that is something to make you think like, wow. Yep.
No, but what she was just mentioning was the tokenness of it, the having like, okay, put you on a different level of things. So that's
Yeah.
what she was reiterating right there, because a lot of times it's that whole thing I'll achieve. And I don't like that mindset that comes from that, but I understand it all. But at the by the same token, it's the mindset of achieving. So they go by what they see here, which I thought was profound. It's a very good video because the way she put it together was, it's interesting. You're finding
It
out some
is.
things.
Yeah, sorry, I had to keep turning my camera off because
Okay.
co-workers walking by and everything. But no, that's the thing, and that's another video that we can do too. Like, what is it? I don't know if we did that already. Well, we did one on interracial dating, but yeah, that's interesting. As far as, like I said, you don't really see. It's not like
It takes is
it's
these
not that
defining
many
moments
as
where
it is
ladies
is.
are
Uh,
reminded that
oh,
we
here we
still
go.
live in a
Sorry.
society that values race.
The
For some
video cut.
ladies, this was what Trump's political win was about. But even today, you have ladies going and aspiring for these interracial relationships that they might think are so much beautiful and more glamorous than a loving relationship with a Black man, only to find that they could be met with racism, tokenism, or just
But
overall hating fetish.
why they had to make her look like that
Okay,
though?
so before I get pissed
Wow.
off, why is there so many white men in my DM referring to black women as ebony? Is this a thing? I mean, I'm 31. I was raised up under a rock. I'm not really that hip, okay? But why? And it's only white men.
The rock.
I've never heard of a
That's
black
it.
girl referred to another black girl as ebony. Why are white men referring to black women as ebony? Well, where did y'all get that from? Like, I need to know. Before it pisses me
Ebony
off,
and ivory. That's always been.
I need to know what it means.
I don't
Should I
know.
be offended? Is that just like a word that I'm not familiar with because I'm younger or what? Tell me, y'all, what does ebony mean? And why is it only coming from white men? I'm confused.
So as I've
You
always
go.
said before, I am a supporter of genuine
I think
love
it's
between a
easier
man
to
and a
say
woman,
enemy than to say
however
black.
that may come.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
also
Well,
really important to be in reality and to be aware of what is going on today. Because too many Black women find themselves in situations where they feel like they're being taken advantage of, fetishized, because they put men or non-Black men on a pedestal instead of seeing them with clarity. And just do not fall into that trap. Keep the same level of standards and the same boundaries that you would keep for a white man or a non-Black man that you would with a man that shares your own complexion. That way you can eliminate the possibility of just simply becoming a white man's side piece or a white man's mistress. Unless
wow.
that is what you want to be, and which at that point I can't support you on that one. But anyways, so those are my thoughts. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. Leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment section below. Thank you so much for listening. If you've gotten this far, and we'll talk later. Bye.
Well, that was interesting. That was an
Yeah.
interesting take.
Yeah. It was interesting. And like, just hearing that, hearing their views on that, everybody has
Mm.
what they require, or people have their what love means to them. What is love? Is love in your, you know is it with somebody in a different race? Is it, that's the thing. But they're pretty much saying, is it genuine when it comes to, I'm seeing women that are actually married, have children, and they have a life with white men. How, I mean, who am I to say that's not real love between those people? They're talking about the guys that are out here, because you do have them. I've experienced it. Well, they'll sit there and tell you, hey, I've never been with a black girl, and that's their thing that they use so that they can keep getting black girls. So I guess, with black women, we're thinking, oh, we're stepping out here to do something because yeah, it's an experience for some of them. Some of them, it's just that, an experience,
Well,
just their curiosity.
she was talking about the tokenism of, again, because how you view when you in a relationship with one. That's one of the things, like I said, I used to say all the time, it's not a bias, but it's like that whole thing of, is how you view yourself in a relationship. A lot of times, I know, like I said, when I first moved to Georgia, that was one of the things that a man told me one time. He was like, well, we up by the white people, so now we done made it. And that's that tokenism that they talk about. Is it she looking at the white man as being better than the black man? That's where the issue comes in. And he was giving them the real, I guess, the other, the guy in the video, the other white guy in the video, was trying to give them the truth on the whole thing and having an understanding of what it is. So when the young lady was like, well, he was calling me Ebony, which I just thought maybe it sounded better than calling somebody black, but I understand that too. But like I said, but the Ebony, and she didn't understand the Ebony. It wasn't that she didn't know about Ebony and Ivory, but she just
Yeah.
didn't understand why he was using that terminology as approaching her
Well, you
because
know
she was
what?
black.
He was probably trying to find something that was not offensive, and I really don't think that him saying Ebony would be something offensive. He probably was trying to go
You
into it
know,
with being correct in a
you
way. He didn't
never
want to
heard it.
say "you beautiful black
But no,
queen" because she might have been
she
offended
said she
by
had,
that.
she said she had several white men in her DM with the word Ebony. That's why she was asking where they come from, because it wasn't
Oh,
just
that's
one; it was
I
several.
never had.
Which
I never had that, but yeah, maybe those guys just felt like if they said, "Okay, black
I
queen,"
thought it would be
saying,
more comfortable. No, when you say black, it's also it's different. Like I said, if we were to say white, we try to, like, even the man in the video calling himself pink, okay, calling white people the pink people or whatever he called them. See, but
mm,
it's kind of like you want to get away from it because we do want to get away from it, but at the same time we don't, because it's something that's going to always, I think, between us,
yeah,
because the first thing you notice is a physical, your physical attraction. And so
true,
she was just making sure that you're not dating the white man for the tokenism. And it's the same thing with men. I do the same thing. Is it the
Well,
tokenism? Do you actually love the person for what the person is and understand it? But the video was touching on that, and just didn't get yourself in in no type of
yeah,
trouble in the
and I
midst of
do.
it. But
Yeah, I do believe people can find love. I don't think everybody's out here doing that, but who knows? Just maybe that guy came along at the right time and he treated her right. We have to look at maybe he's treating her right. Not saying that a black man can't treat her right, but maybe that's just at that time that's who she met. People meet people at different times in their life. That doesn't mean that, oh, I'm just dating him because of his color. Not saying that some people might not think that, because I've heard people say different things like, oh, like they had a come up because they moved to a certain neighborhood and there wasn't people that looked like me that lived there. So it's like, okay, I'm around them now. Like you just said, I'm around the white folks, so this
you
must
would
be a
have to,
nice
you would have
neighborhood.
to
Yeah.
you would have again, but you still, that's what I'm saying. That's still tokenism. And you don't want your relationship, because you will bend over backwards for tokenism. Your
Yeah.
propensity for whatever it is you want, you will bend over backwards for it. So whatever the
True.
reason for it, and people get married every day and get divorced every day at an
Yeah.
alarming rate. So that in itself speaks volumes too. And I remember it was
Exactly.
I want to say a YouTuber or a TikToker not too long ago with the he had the black wife, and they ended up separating. I can't think of their names right now, but and the names escape me. But just recently, not too long ago, and it was a big falling out over it afterwards. But at the same time, like I said, we come a long way in race, in our race and relationships, and we still got a long way to go because, like I said, this is just our society in whole. But and it's how you view things. So, like I said, she brought some interesting concept when she said that if this is your goal and it's truly your goal, if that's what you really want, if you're really into that, by all means explore it. But if, like I said, we just exploring it for the tokenism of it, and like I said, you go into things, with the mindset that that's the better man. Well, yeah, that's another issue that you're going to have to deal with it, because
Yeah. Well,
at the end of the day, you're looking for somebody to truly love you too. So
well, that's what it
that's the
is.
other
And
side.
and who's to say that the person that's going to love you looks like you? Like, so that whole thing. So and people have their own choices on who they want to be with and who they're going to date. So, you know, it's not even odd anymore these days, honestly. It's not odd. Now, back in the day, if I lived in that time, it might have been odd to see, okay, cuz that was frowned upon, but now just do you at the end of the day. Love is what you make it in a relationship. So
Okay, we got to wrap it up. We running
yeah,
into
we do,
22
because I
here.
gotta get ready to head in. So I gotta go start my shift. So
Well, we thank you for joining us for this Luke and Shay reaction video. Um, we like for you to like, subscribe, and share. We hope you enjoyed it. More importantly, and if you enjoyed it, send it to someone
share it.
else. Send it to a family member, a friend. Let
Yeah.
them know about Luke and Shay's place. Because it's if you enjoy the content, I'm sure they will as well. So
Yes.
thank you for joining us, and Shay, you can
All
go ahead.
right. So, yes, before I head in, I just want to let my viewers know a positive mentality is a destined reality. Have a great day. Wear your smile. Stay positive and surround yourself with some positive people. I know sometimes in the workplace it can get a little hectic, but wear your smile. Have a great day. Until later.
God bless.